Welcome, everyone, to the Beyond the Buzzer podcast.
Great to be here. We're jumping into the Australia versus France U19 FIBA World Cup clash from 2025.
That's right. And look, we'll do our best with the names. Apologies up front if we stumble on any pronunciations.
Happens to the best of us. Okay, so this was a big one. Both teams unbeaten, fighting to top Group D.
Yeah, high stakes. Australia eventually took it, 71-63.
But that score doesn't capture the real grind of the game.
Not at all. Australia set a physical tone almost immediately. You had Luke Fennell with that early steal, went straight for the fast break dunk.
Big statement. And then Jacob Furphy, getting a dish from Alexander Dickinson, knocks down a three.
Just like that, they're pushing ahead. But France, they didn't just roll over.
No way. Leon Siffelin hit a really deep three to answer back, and they were working hard for second chance points, too.
Definitely battling. Lots of whistles early, though. Felt like fouls were piling up on both sides pretty quick.
Yeah, it was chippy. End of the first, Aussies up 19-15. Tight start.
So, second quarter, Australia started to kind of assert more control.
Absolutely. Roman Siulepa, he was just everywhere on the offensive glass. Huge factor.
Those extra possessions kill you. And guys like Brogan, Daniels, they were really pushing the pace.
Forcing turnovers, yeah. France looked a little rattled by the speed and the pressure.
And Australia capitalized. Jack Whitbourne hit some timely free throws.
Crucial points. Then Furphy again, right? Another three, this time from the corner. Clutch shot.
He was feeling it. It just seemed like Australia played faster, forced bad passes, and got easy points in transition.
Exactly. That's how they built that lead. Halftime rolls around. It's 35-25 Australia, 10-point gap.
Okay, third quarter, France needed a response, and, well, they found one.
They did. Soren Brack, Noah Kukukug, they started finishing strong inside.
Getting to the rim, putting pressure back on the Aussie defense.
And Tamio Pons, he stepped up big time. Hit a key three, then got a steal right after. You felt a little momentum shift.
You did. But every time France pushed, Australia seemed to punch back.
Yeah.
Daniels was huge in this stretch.
Oh, yeah. That big floater he hit and then almost immediately gets a steal and takes it all the way for a dunk.
Killer sequence.
Yeah.
Deflated that French run a bit. Whitbourne kept grinding it on the boards, too.
And Siulepa wasn't done. Another turnover forced. Another slam dunk for him. Just relentless energy.
So despite France's fight, Australia weathered it. Heading into the fourth, still up 54-41.
Solid cushion. France made one last real push in the fourth, though.
Pons again?
Yep. Another tough shot, a step-back three. And Johan Sissoko was working hard inside, getting some putbacks.
But the game kind of slowed down here, didn't it? Fouls started adding up again.
Yeah, definitely broke the rhythm. Australia actually got a little sloppy for a minute themselves. Offensive fouls, missed layups.
Looked like maybe the door was cracking open.
Maybe slightly. But whenever France got close, it felt like Daniels or Fennell just made a play. A key bucket, a stop.
Daniels' fast break dunk in that last minute really felt like the dagger.
Pretty much sealed it. After that, Australia just closed it out from the free throw line. 71-63 the final.
Let's talk key players for the Aussies. Luke Fennell, you mentioned him early. He really set the tone, didn't he?
Yeah.
Attacking, getting to the line.
Yeah, strong at both ends. Jacob Furphy, too. Those threes were massive, played with a lot of confidence.
And Roman Siulepa, just a beast on the boards, constant second chance threat.
Absolutely dominant there. And you got to mention Daniels again. The energy, the steals, transition points, and hitting free throws late, he was everywhere.
So team-wise, Australia's big strength was that defense, right? Active hands, disrupting sets.
Totally. They controlled the tempo, took France out of their comfort zone, and their bench really contributed, kept the pressure on.
Areas to improve, maybe? Shot selection got a bit shaky late. Some help defense lapses.
Yeah, maybe cleaned up some offensive fouls, too. For France, you got to credit their fight. They stayed aggressive.
Pons and Sifferlin made some tough shots. And they did get some key second-chance points at times.
True. But ultimately, the turnovers under pressure and maybe missing some crucial free throws really hurt their chances against that physical Aussie defense.
So Australia gets the win, a really gritty, solid team performance.
Showcase their depth, their athleticism, and pretty good poise when things got tight.
Definitely leaves you wondering, though.
Yeah, exactly. It brings up a big question for you listening. Can Australia go all the way with this current defensive intensity, or will their late-game decision-making catch up with them in the knockout rounds?
Something to think about for sure. Our huge thanks to everyone for listening to the Beyond the Buzzer podcast.